Well, to discuss this, we'll do that, but I think we'll hear Pradyut Dev Burma, who is the Congress leader there, and what his take was there on the Congress losing this battle. How are you looking at this result? Like Congress did not gain neither lose this, that as far as the tally is concerned, though you have the Congress party had been saying that this time they will make a significant impact in Tripura.
So, well, my only reaction is that this is a big defeat for the Congress party, and they have to, and we all have to introspect and recognize where we have gone wrong. It is very clear that we haven't performed in the tribal areas. It's very clear that we haven't performed in SC areas, and areas of winning have been only in what do you call in Agartala town and Dharmanagar and Kailash Shahar. So these are factors we have to take in, and I think we also need to look at our leadership and see where we have gone wrong. More than leadership change, I am looking at the change of mentality, the way we conduct our politics. I think it makes no sense attacking Manik Sarkar's integrity. It would have paid more if he had looked into where Congress can bring in a certain amount of change in our politics and how we could benefit the state of Tripura. Yeah.
In the last minute, you decided to back out. You are not contesting the election. Why did you take that decision? Because I think you contesting the election would have made certain impact, because that was the feel which we are getting, and Congress was saying that Pradyut should be projected, and he is a young face, a fresh face from Tripura.
Well, the seat which I was intending to contest from Karamchara has been won by the Congress, and the party thought that certain members in the party thought that it would be better if I campaign, and this is something which I have already discussed with my leadership in Delhi, and whatever grievances I have, whatever differences of opinion I have, I've already conducted it to the party. And I've always maintained the stand that if we don't change our attitude towards the tribal areas, we will not come to that.
But despite so much being said about tribal areas, the ST areas, 20 seats out of that, not any coming to the Congress or INPT, don't you think this is itself a defeat for the the tribal leaders or the Congress who have been advocating for the tribals?
Well, if the leadership, the same leadership for the last 30 years, then obviously people would like to see newer faces, fresher faces, better ideas, initiatives. So that's why I'm again insisting on
Congress accepting the defeat there in Tripura, as which has heard Pradyut saying that they need to introspect on why they failed or why they did not do well in Tripura. Even in fact, even in the tribal constituencies, which he was saying. So you both of you had predicted earlier.
With me that he's openly criticizing the party leadership there, and he's saying clearly that he has already lodged his complaint with the High Command in Delhi about the failings of the Congress or the existing Congress leaders in the state. The big takeaway is that from Tripura is very clear that Congress has retained its 10 seats which it had in the last election, but the others which were one from the tribal party, the INPT, so they have their seats have vanished, obviously gone into the kitty of the CPIM. So clearly CPIM has increased their tally, which on a fifth term is very difficult to do. I mean, people can talk about any kind of, on a fifth term anybody will face anti-incumbency in whatever form or format it may come, but still they have managed to do it and increase their number of seats. Speaks of volumes not just about Manik Sarkar's leadership and the kind of image, his integrity cannot be questioned, the kind of image that he has in Tripura, but also speaks volume about how the opposition is almost a non-existent factor in Tripura these days.
And Ratnadeep, what you would like to add on?
Well, I would agree to what Shumon says here, that retaining power for the fifth consecutive term is not that easy. It is very, very difficult. The left in West Bengal did once, and then you saw what happened to it. In Tripura, the results were not in the West Bengal line, because the Congress in Tripura was not able to bring in Parivartan as Mamata did in West Bengal, simply because of the fact that Congress in Tripura has always gone into a pole alliance with a regional political party, in this case the INPT. It is from 1993 that the Congress in Tripura has been fighting elections in a poll alliance with INPT, and every time we have seen that the the number of seats won by the opposition has only decreased, and the number of seats won by INPT has also decreased. Last time in 2008 they
But
won.
the tall claims by the Congress in Tripura, they aggressively campaigned. Rahul Gandhi was there after being elevated as the vice chairman of the party, but still we see that there was not much impact. United opposition in the Congress had been saying that Manik Sarkar's government could not bring about development there, then central funds were not properly utilized. In such a scenario, do you see that people of Tripura are not willing to buy what the government of India, what the center talks?
Well, whether people of Tripura buys or what Congress says or not is decided, the verdict is out. But all is not well in Tripura as well. There are issues on which Congress could have nailed the left front government. They have tried. But when it comes to electoral politics, you have to understand that Tripura is a small state. It has 36 lakhs population, in which there are 60 seats, out of which 20 seats are reserved for the tribals. Now, last time the Congress and the INPT alliance could win 1 seat in the tribal areas. This time it has been the Congress which has won 1 seat, and the rest of the tribal seat have gone to the left. And the tribal vote bank in of the left in Tripura is a very strong vote bank. Unless and until Congress as a party tries to build up its base in the tribal areas, it is very difficult for Congress to throw the left front out of power in Tripura, because it has always been seen that the urban areas of Tripura, the state capital Agartala, and the urban cities like Udaipur, Dharmanagar, Kailasahar, these urban areas vote for Congress. The 10 seats that Congress has won this time, most of the seats, in fact all of the seats are from the urban areas, apart from one which it has won, the Karamchara seat which Pradyut was talking about. So this is very clear that the urban vote bank is still with Congress. It is the rural and the semi-rural vote bank which is with the CPM and the tribal vote bank. Congress from 1993, it has always gone on with the same tactics of poll alliance with the INPT, and each time its own vote share, its own seats share and INPT seats have only decreased. I think Congress in Tripura has made this mistake which Congress in Assam has not made. Remember in 2006 when Assam was going into elections, there was huge pressure on Tarun Gogoi to go into a political alliance with AIUDF. Had he gone into an alliance with AIUDF, what would have happened is that Congress would have withdrawn from
really short of time. We will not be able to take it, and I think we have not put our discussion on light with the Nagaland. Nagaland NPF won 37 seats, and rest I would ask Sumon to just give a brief remark about Nagaland before we wind up this program.
Okay, Nagaland is very simple. That the story in Nagaland is very clearly that Rio is back, and Rio is back with thumping majority. But there also the Congress has to introspect, because the Congress have been almost wiped out. And what they said in the run up to the election, clearly nobody is buying the story that if the Congress government is not in power, then you will not have any peace process. But remember, one interesting thing I think we missed out on Tripura, just one line. The answer in Tripura possibly lies in what Pradyut said. Tripura in Congress does not have a credible face. They need a fresh face. Whether Pradyut is that face, that's for the Congress High Command to decide. But they have to do it quickly, because the 2014 elections, the next year, the Lok Sabha elections are coming up.
So basically we are saying that Tripura needs a fresh face for the Congress, if they at all they need to project.
Nagaland needs
even same is the case with Nagaland.
Nagaland needs a fresh,
since you
Nagaland
come from
needs fresh strategy.
So do you think that this result really matters to Delhi, because Congress in 2 states, Nagaland especially, badly defeated?
Well, Congress has always thought of Northeast as one of their backyards, which at one given point in time they never lost. Now, obviously, with regional parties coming up and regional, permutations and combinations happening in terms of the political, in terms of politics, obviously things have changed completely for the Congress. The big thing for Congress possibly is that they don't see their main rival nationally, the BJP, gaining anything out of it. So that's possibly will keep the Congress happy. They can look at the glass half full or half empty. That's up to them.
Thank you
Also
so
to add
much.
on, in Nagaland is that Congress, it was Congress which started this entire process of peace parley with the NSA and IM, and now you see with Congress, with after SC Jamid, they don't have any other face, and it is NPF which has cashed on, it has been able to ride the piggyback of this poll parley. So somewhere now Congress is also desperate in terms of catching up, but it has failed miserably. So clearly Congress has to come up with a new strategy when it comes to Nagaland. The initiative has been taken away from it.
Thank you, Ratnadev. Thank you so much.